Hi, I'm Mark McPherson. Have you ever seen one of those memos or emails sent around in a workplace, usually by someone in authority, which just sets out to remind people about the rules and regulations or policies and procedures? Well, I'm sure you have seen these sorts of things, but just to be clear, here's some examples. Hi everyone, I'd just like to remind everyone that we have a dress code, and here is the dress code, and this is what you're allowed to wear or not allowed to wear in certain circumstances. Hi everyone, it's important that when you borrow the company car that you fill out the paperwork correctly, and here is the paperwork you're supposed to fill out and in what circumstances, and if you want more information, this is where you need to go. Hi everyone, it's important to note that in this organisation we have a chain of command, and it's important that the chain of command is followed, and I'll list the chain of command for you and who you're allowed to see for what matters and not allowed to see for what other matters, and how important it isn't to break that chain of command or whatever. Now, I'm sure you have seen these sorts of memos and emails. I've most certainly seen a few in my time, but the issue for me, first issue anyway, is why? Why has someone sent this around? Well, it's always possible they sent it around because they just thought, well, isn't it nice every now and then to remind people of the rules? But it's a lot more likely that they think someone has done something wrong. And either they think that this will do the trick by sending it out to everybody, it'll magically do the trick, or they're not so sure about that, but they don't have the support, self-esteem, assertiveness perhaps, or the strategies and techniques to approach the wrongdoer themselves. There's always another possibility, and that is that it's a passive-aggressive, not a term I particularly like to use, but I think it suits here, a passive-aggressive way of having a go at somebody. So they've sent out this email to everyone, but they're really having a go at one person in particular, and perhaps the staff know who it is. So let's just leave that for a minute, and let's just talk about what happens when these emails go out, or memos. Well, if you're a good person and not a wrongdoer, you get it and go, well, nothing to do with me, dismiss it. Or you might say, oh my goodness, 2 months ago I did something wrong. And I've seen this happen where people start to get worried that, I've done something wrong and they're onto me, sort of thing. It's also possible that they know who the wrongdoer is and they're saying, well, why have I got this? Why have I been sent this? Why isn't the manager dealing with the wrongdoer? And I think that's a reasonable thing to ask. Now, the wrongdoer, when they get this sort of memo or email, have two main reactions. One is, no one's spoken to me about it, not a problem. Or they might change their ways, but I think it's incredibly unlikely that they will, especially if they're a really difficult person, someone who's known to behave poorly. Now, I don't think they're a particularly good way, those sort of memos or emails, that what I call the scattergun, sort of a shotgun approach. I don't think they're particularly good. I see a place for them, they can be used, that's not the issue. But generally speaking, I think we can do a lot better. I have some techniques, strategies and scripts that managers and others in authority can use if they need to speak to somebody about them doing something wrong, if they violated any of the rules and regulations, policies and procedures. And they help you as the person in authority be assertive yet diplomatic and keep on track. If you'd like to know more about them or how I can help you in any other way, please don't hesitate to contact me. Just go to the contact page of my website, for example. Plenty of ways to get in contact with me there. Now, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, look after yourself, friends and family, and I do hope to chat to you soon. All the very best.